Hello my lovely viewers. Welcome back to another video where I'm going to try and do something. I'm currently reversing up to my yard. I'm going to get the Mira. I've got a track day in 2 days and it's got a blown engine, well it's a dodgy engine in it, and I need to swap that out, so wish me luck with that. The other thing is, for some really weird reason, some little cunt, excuse the language, has jumped about a load of my cars in my other yard, which is over there or somewhere. Done in the roof in a Micra, fucking EG, whatever else. Some of the stuff will pop out, but I just don't understand why you would feel the need. Luckily they've not done the S13 or the 350 or anything, but I just, what is wrong with people? And the padlock on this gate, they've obviously cut the other one off and put another padlock on. Explain to me why I just don't understand why you would do that. I don't think anything's been stolen. I'm gonna go and check now, but I just, why do you cut a padlock off and then replace it with another padlock? Obviously I don't have the keys for the other padlock. I think everything's still in here, but no, yeah, 100% different padlock. Some big heavy duty bad boy, when mine wasn't a heavy duty bad boy. So I guess we'll just cut it off. I think everything's in here. The Mira's there. But no, I guess I'll just start fucking. I don't understand why you would bother, but okay. Weird people. I guess I'll check that everything's actually in here now. I'm hoping the roofs have not been jumped on. The Bluebird roof looks straight. Looks okay. There is a dent in this. Yeah, there's a dent in that one. And previously, they kicked the door in on this, so I need to see if that'll pop out. Like, why? Why? What's the need? But no, in this yard, like I said, they've the MG, the Accord, the Micra, the EG, and a few scrappers. Like, what is the need? Like, why? But no, this is the Mira that I'm hopefully taking to a track day. Looking a wee bit sorry for itself. I think it's been out of MOT for a couple of years. Wee 3-cylinder engine in there. I'm hoping the 4-cylinder is going to fit. It's pretty trendy though. Literally my favourite thing about these though is the interior. Look how trendy that is. I've put the jump pack on. I'm not convinced it's actually going to start, to be fair. It did run, it was just misfiery, majorly misfiery. So, keys on here somewhere. Right. This is when I found out I've actually lost the right key, and I'm just... I don't even know where the key is. Did I bring it? Many hours later, we found it. Okay. Something's very loose in the back by the sounds of it. I wish the 3-cylinder run a bit better, and then it probably would, but it's been majorly fucked about with. And like, don't get me wrong, they've maybe put a lot of good parts in it, but I don't have a clue what's all been done. I'll keep the engine like, but Christ, it's a fucking tiny car, but no power steering. I'm just weak. Open that gate. Trendy. I need to stop saying that bloody word trendy. I say it all the time. None of that means anything to me. I have to run up. Come on! It'll do. That's it all loaded up. I can't believe it actually drove on. That's a surprise. Thought I'd give you a little tour of the shit that's in this bit anyways. I've actually organised another yard, so I will be moving there in the next couple of weeks. But first of all, this is my Bluebird. Looking extremely sorry for itself. Pretty trendy though. Stop saying the word trendy, Chris. Pretty cool. This is like the first car that really got me into Japanese stuff, to be fair. There's not actually that, they weren't worth anything at the time when I got it, but there's not that many left now, to be fair. It's just full of stuff. Come on. Oh, you can tell it's been opened recently. Pretty cool bucket seats. Yeah. Oh no. But yet again, there's another problem with fucking people at this yard throwing bricks over the fucking fence. Like, I think I had a wee dent in the rear quarter, but it was pretty clean, but not now. Thank you, assholes. It's probably what the dent is in the roof of that actually as well. What do you think, Maisie? You think they're assholes? I think they're assholes. This is just a random wee Daihatsu hijet, but it has a 1.3 in it. Nothing will happen with this, it's probably just going in the bin, so it's irrelevant. Half micros, if anybody wants some engine conversions. This is quite cool. Obviously my name's Chris Purvis. The family business back in the 80s sold these new. Still got all the dealer stickers on it. Adam Purvis plates on it. We sold this in, was it 81? I can't remember. It's pretty hard up, but it was going to get scrapped, so I couldn't help myself. But no, it's Adam Purvis plates on it. These have got like a, mini engine in them, the same engine. So G-Wagons, the Corse is not mine, that's shit, scrap. Very rusty G-Wagon, not so rusty G-Wagon. This one's definitely savable. It looks pretty bad, but it's actually minted. I think chassis wise and that. But you can still read the VIN number there. That's pretty good. It's just starting to rust up, but I would like to fix that eventually. This is just a parts car. The guy that had this before was a twat. He's probably watching this. He decided to rev it up in neutral and stick it in D, trying to a burnout. Not good for the gearboxes. So this is the other yard. Good job they didn't damage a taxi, the 350. That is very damaged already. No, I don't think they did. And S13 looks fairly straight still. Yeah, I'd say that's fine. That's scrap. I need to pop the dents out of this. See, there's a big dent in the fucking roof. Doesn't look like they stood in the bonnet though to get on. I don't understand, man. And then this as well, unfortunately. It's kind of hard to see in camera, but yeah, you can see it. Let's see if they'll pop out. The headliner comes out anyway. The bonnet of this is scrap anyway, but it's not the point. Bonnet and roof. And fuck knows what else I've done. There was a dent on this, but it's just the bonnet. It's not too bad. It's a perfect car for you, mate. You're the right size for it. Well, if you put the jump pack on it, well, that'll be why it doesn't start. Watch him go straight between the ramps.
I'll do it again.
Nearly. Yeah. Missed it. I didn't video when you actually did it though.
Easy, come here.
Whoa, I got a bit carried away. We got it kind of half running. Actually, Robert, hats off to you, Robert, man. Fucking, he watches a lot of Adam LZ videos. Doesn't have very much mechanical know-how, but it turns out he knows more than me. Ended up diagnosing it to, well, its coil pack was dodgy anyway. New plugs in. Found some coil packs in the boot, swapped them all about. Fucked about with the boost pressure and a couple of vacuums and the fuel defender. I think that's a fuel defender. And we've got it running and boosting. I'll chuck in a video now. Brings up at 5,000 there. As you can see, over 5k revs, it was just cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting. We took it up the road and turns out it was making 21 psi, which I don't know how it's still got an engine in the engine bay with that, but anyways, that's down. It's down to 11 now. We turned it right down, and it seems to be revving all the way around to 8k, boosting fine. A couple of funny noises from it, but it's not too bad. I dropped the oil out of it. So it's got fresh oil in it. There was a wee bit of metal shavings in the bottom, but it's got one of those magnetic plugs. It's more than I'm used to seeing on normal standard cars, but I don't know. It's supposed to have a lot of internal work done to it, but I don't have it all written down on a bit of paper, so I'm only going by what I was told. But no, it seems to be running pretty well now. Like I said, it has a fuel leak on one of the fuel pipes, so I'm just going to run new ones of that. We've obviously serviced it. We'll drop the coolant back out, try and sort the radiator. As you've seen, the radiator doesn't sit right. It sits like at a really stupid angle and the fan's catching stuff. So I'm gonna try and do that and then tidy up some of this wiring. Like honestly, there's just cables lying everywhere touching stuff and melting through. So we'll do the fuel pipes first and then do that. Got these two laddies working well. You right, dudes? Right, Robert LZ. That is tidy. I've not seen one of them in ages. So cool. Look at the wheels, man. They're sick. Oh, it's such a nice colour, that. Like, look at that. It's like purple. And then wheels. Nah, I'm joking. I've just chucked an alternator belt on this. How cool is that? Pretty trendy. If you watch one of the other videos, you would have seen it in anyways. Here's the Instagram. So it's fairly together. I am attempting to sort that terrible repair there was just missing. Just that bit of the bumper was completely missing. I don't know if you can see it earlier on in the pictures, but It's because it had a exhaust come straight down and out the front at some point, I think, by the looks of it. What I'm going to do now is the engine's been done really well. The turbo, the downpipe and everything's been all pie cut and done really well. They've obviously known what they were doing, like, hats off to them. But I don't know who did the wiring. That's just the bit this is it tidied up, man. Like, you wouldn't think it, but there's just loose wiring line everywhere. There's cut off plugs. There's a couple of melted cables. I just don't know what half this stuff is. But I'm just going to try and tidy that up, make sure nothing's touching. One of the plugs was literally like, it was the end that's been ripped off an alternator, pull the belt there. It's just silly stuff, but I'm just happy it's running right at the moment. But no, first things first, I'm going to whip out this radiator. I've got gearbox oil to change, and I'm just going to tidy some of this stuff up. So this is a classic mini radiator, which the top pipe's on the wrong side, but this one here, you can't really see. Yeah, you can. It's bent over anyway because of the battery, so it's probably not going to make too much difference. The bottom pipe's on the same side, so I might have to cut that end of that flange off, but I'd say this is a pretty good size. It's like twice as thick as well, so I'm pretty sure even though the radiator's smaller, it's going to be a lot better at cooling it. Plus, I don't know if you can see the state of that radiator. This one's pretty, well, this is brand new, I never fitted it anyways. So no, there is a massive size difference actually, but like I said, this one is thicker and better condition. Look at the state of that. And I won't be surprised if stuff's rubbed through on it, because it was touching everything. Just crammed in there at a funny angle. As you can see, there's not actually that much space. But my plan is to hopefully mount that further forward, and maybe not the now, but eventually get an intercooler that can sit there as well. The only thing is, I'm going to have to do something about a fan. I do have one somewhere, but I just can't remember where I've left it. So we've got about an hour until I need to leave, and I'm just heading to the garage now to go and wire up the radiator fan and put the bumper back on and check all the fluids and tyre pressures. Yeah, organised. I'm organised. I don't think it should be too bad. I've not even tried this radiator fan in yet. It's a mini one. I didn't realise the mini ones are driven off the crank normally for the fan. I managed to source an electric one for a newer, well, when I say newer, I mean like a 2000 mini, one of the last ones they run. So that's getting dropped off now. So a shout out to my dad for that, and his massive collection of classic minis. He managed to find me one. And absolutely perfect weather for a track day. Some snow for all that traction. Well, it's on the back, so that's a start. If you want to just show them, I've got my lovely camera lady doing it at the moment. It's together. It's not got a radiator fan. I have a radiator fan. It's just in the car at the moment. I had it running for a while. The radiator's like 3 or 4 times as thick. It doesn't seem to be getting hot, so fingers crossed. I might just have to stop a few times. But it's more or less together. I do apologise about this video. Yet another video that is just thrown together with lots of random clips. But the next video is going to actually be the track day, which I'm heading to now. And I'm late. But yeah. So if you like this video, drop a like and subscribe. And the next part of this video should be up a couple of days after this one. Bye!